When I first started doing YouTube videos, I made a video where I scrapped all of Sanctuary Hills using various mods to get the roads clean and pristine, as well as added some trees and made Sanctuary into a lovely little settlement. However, as time's gone on, I realized I could do a lot better than this. I mean, look at these wires, look at this building. It could be better. It could be better. So in today's video, what I will show you is I, on a different character, Zahia, the childhood of, or rather the children of Adam character, we made this even better. Let's hop on over and I will show you what I mean. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, my new and improved Sanctuary Hills. Hope you guys enjoy what you see here. We're going to be going throughout several of the houses as well as the Fallon's department store I made over there. So without further ado, let's get going. Real quick, feel free to hit up that mod description, because in the description below the video, I will have a mod list where I get things like this lovely shelf of food items and Nuka-Cola from Shadow Flight's Decor Pack, as well as extended budget builders and extended settlement limits and more. This first house here has a decent amount of bunk beds. I believe these are from the Homemaker mod, and these bunk beds count as 2, even though settlers will only use one of them. They'll use the bottom one here. It still technically counts as 2 for happiness purposes, and that lets us build insane amounts of settlers in here, which we can have a ton of fun with. Going to the department store, I'll show you what I mean by that. We have this big, massive area here that on the first floor, we've got the Vault-Tec Rep is a tier 4 general store. We also have clothing. We have armor. Codsworth. Codsworth is, I upgraded Codsworth, and he's running the clinic with his 2 flaming swords and his nice badonkadonk. Look at that. He's, actually, I'm not sure if he's running it or if he's just stuck here. But either way, moving on, we've got a surgical chair there, followed by a barber here that I need to get set up with. On the second floor is where all the magic happens. So we can put 3 more settlers at the bars here. These are restaurants technically, and these also come from the Shadow Flight's Decor Pack, and these are basically our money makers, and settlers can come buy snacks, eat them at the diner, or watch the Singing Settler mod be put into full effect. I'm going to be assigning this settler to this microphone here, where they will sing various songs. The spotlight will track them, and this will produce happiness. We also have a sync station from the CWSS Redux mod, where it's just usable waters with the animations of washing dishes. Add a little bit of immersion. Now, all of the buildings here, as well as these components, at least for the building itself, are from the Snappy's Build mod. Again, that'll be in the description down below. These banners that I put on in front of all of the houses and the department, these are just generic wall banners. Decided to test them out and see how I like them, and you know what? I kind of do. In front of the houses, we've got benches. Each house also has a cooking station with a couple chairs for people to just sit during the night and look up at the stars, admire the beautiful orange trees, which, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I really like the orange in comparison to the green in the original Sanctuary Hills video. I wanted to improve my build style, and I figured that getting the color palette to match the ground and the bushes and really the environment overall, much better choice than turning everything green. That just didn't make sense to me. I also decided to improve my build style by adding these brick planters for farms. Everyone say hi to Sheffield. Sheffield's working hard. And I added a wide variety of food products. So right now Sheffield's working on some potatoes. We've got our beloved moot fruit. And we also have other items. We've got corn right here next to moot fruit and potatoes outside the homes. Down across the way, we have gourds, we have melons over here, and there was a single razor grain somewhere. I forget where it is, but there was razor grain as well. We've got more melons, and we have carrots piled in here too, piled into the mix. So that makes it more immersive, in my opinion, just to have individual houses and families basically supplying the settlement with an excess of their personal food supply. This beautiful cul-de-sac center, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to put in a big elm tree, and around the elm tree I put rose bushes and foliage from the homemaker mod, as well as some benches around this here. This is the town square, the symbol of new life, the symbol of sanctuary coming back. I love it. I get a kick out of this, honestly. This is probably one of my favorite parts. Now, one thing that I did overlook when I got super happy building this, the town square here, is I built a shower section with usable toilets from the CWSS Redux mod, and it just occurred to me that with all the bunk beds in Sanctuary, I can have a total of 126 settlers, but I only have 8 toilets. That might be a little problematic, not gonna lie. Might be a little problematic, but that's okay. Here we've got another multi-story home with Nuka-Cola and the some adult beverages on the wall here. Looking good. Sink station right here. And then up the stairs in this house, I have kind of like a little seating arrangement with books from Shadowflight's decor pack. I swear by that mod. It's an amazing mod, you guys. Go check out the mods. You'll love it. And then just storage containers and bunk beds. In this build, I really decided to go for, you know, a more simplistic approach, right? This is a really big build with all the prefab houses put down and everything. The exterior trees, the banners, the benches, everything. I didn't want to go too overboard with internal decorations, but I didn't want to leave them scarce either. So over here we have the carport, which I did not scrap. I decided to keep the foundation of this house in the center of the sanctuary, and the carport to keep it as kind of a power armor workspace station, where we've got 6 scavenging stations right here for settlers to use. I've got a chem station as well as a weapons workbench here. My armor bench is still, I left that here for now. And yeah, this is a place for settlers to work. I also have my robot workbench, which is where I upgraded Codsworth. I did the Mechanist quest. Gotta love it. I might put down an iBot launcher. There's I forget what specifically it's called. If you know what it is, feel free to comment in the chat. But you can put down, it's like a really long, slender dumpster that launches an iBot and it kind of floats around. So that would be a fun little addition. But as of now, The build is complete. The build is complete with a Brahmin pen, or rather lack thereof. I put 3 Brahmin troughs right here, and since they tend to hang around the bathtubs, I figured, you know what, they're gonna kind of wander around in the trees, so have a little bit of a free range Brahmin system going. Not a bad idea. We've got our 4 water industrial purifiers over there. The industrial water purifiers giving us 40 water per one. And for defensive purposes, I've got the kind of the standard missile launcher that I did on the way to Vault 111. We've got the just a very basic structure set up with some missile launchers that will annihilate any gunners, raiders, super mutants, what have you, that show up here. Now, the final part of this video that we're going to switch to in just a moment is showing off what the settlement will look like when it has 126 settlers. This will take a while and could probably break the game, but I'm looking forward to doing it. Here is that razor grain, by the way, the 1 razor grain I mentioned earlier. With that being said, I am gonna find some settlers somehow, and we are going to put 126 people in Sanctuary. I will see you guys soon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are done. I have got all 126 settlers here. Let's check out the Fallon's Market here. We've got all the stores and even the barber and the clinic and the surgery person off in the corner. Coming up here, we've got a lot of activity, although people are not sitting down. This guy's sitting down, but nobody else is sitting down. I honestly think it's just the number of people that we have that's it's kind of breaking my game here. These guys are sitting down. Nobody else is wanting to sit down, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna be honest, I expected this to break when I decided to put 126 settlers in here. One of my followers, actually a couple of my followers said the most that they were able to put in their settlement was 90-ish, if I remember correctly. And here we've got, these people were working, these guys, oh, there she goes, she's working. Okay, that's good, anyway. Yeah, all of these guys should be working.
You gotta take things one day.
We put down a we put down a couple more bars here just so I could make more money. She is facing the opposite way than I have intended. But we do have settlers acting as instructed. We've got this gentleman sitting here next to a campfire. We passed some others doing the same thing. We've got people milling about in the town square. This looks kind of creepy, actually. Everyone just standing around and staring at each other. Still pretty funny, though. Still pretty funny. We got some farmers farming over here as well. And maybe if we just move around a bit, maybe things will happen. This guy right here is just chilling in the doorway. I don't know what his deal is, but he's just hanging out there. Excuse me, my throat is a little bit scratchy from all the talking and screaming at the at the game, trying to get it to not break. This was fun. We got a settler here just cooking away. Somebody's up here just vibing. And crops have been going pretty good lately. I love it. With that being said, guys, let me know what you think about this new Sanctuary build in the comment section down below. Did you like the very first video I did on Sanctuary Hills? Or do you prefer this one? I enjoy reading all the comments and keeping up with everyone. and I want to give a big special shout out to my new Nuka guests and new Nuka member. So my two new Nuka guests are Rick M and Lady Asylum, and a big shout out as well to the new Nuka member, Clever Username. And of course, IC Spots. We can't forget about IC Spots. IC Spots has been here for quite some time now. I appreciate you all for watching. Hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification button if you like what you saw. And I will see you next time.